Hello, America. Me again, a little more on a rant on the preppers and people harping on preppers. The one thing is that the men who prepare themselves and their family are prepared in the event of any natural disaster or economic social disaster. Now, let's say that can never happen, which I would hope is true, and that we never going to have a breakdown of society. We're never going to have a breakdown of the economy. Everything's going to go great. But let's talk about the natural disasters that happen around America. You got hurricanes in the south. You got earthquakes in the west. You got tornadoes up the Midwest. You got floods on the East Coast. Heck, even some tornado and snowstorms. Things have gotten rough. Power's been out for a couple days. A generator, some batteries, some blankets, a heat source that don't require electricity, even if you have a generator. Put in a fireplace, put in a fire pit in the backyard. Have a means to burn wood, to cook, and to heat. Be prepared. Learn online some of the ways that you can make a burn bucket or a heater that would be safe for home use. Learn how to distill water. Learn how to store water. It's all free on the internet, and a lot of nice preppers out there have took the time to put videos to show you how they did it. Which means it's as simple as sitting on your lazy, fat butt and watching a video and learning how to filter water, how to store rice for a long term, how to grow a garden, how to sharpen knives, how to equip yourself with guns and other tools needed like axes and rakes and shovels. There's prepper videos on all of that. And America seems to want to crack jokes on people that want to be prepared. And it's just ridiculous to me. Now, when we have this natural disaster, economic, social disaster, there are going to be these men and families that are prepared. And then there's going to be the masses that are unprepared. And those masses are going to be packed into cities of 100,000, 500,000, 1 million people. And even if 200,000 people in New York are preppers and prepared themselves, they cannot feed the rest. So think about the breakdown of everything as we know it. With Katrina, we couldn't get food and water down there any sooner than 3 days. And some places a lot longer. And we were rescuing people that whole time. Now, that was a limited area as far as not just New Orleans. You know, it hit Mississippi, Alabama, but the New Orleans seemed to be the most densely populated area. Government was spread too thin and could not respond immediately. Not saying it's their fault. They can't have 700,000 guys stacked along the border with shovels and sandbags and trucks ready at the moment. Humanitarian relief, I think, could have been done much quicker. You fly over with the C-130, dropping pallets of water and MREs out the back of it. You could blanket carpet bomb the entire New Orleans area with MREs in a night. So yeah, the government could have done a lot more. They sure do a lot better job of getting to overseas areas. So my point being is get prepared. The few men and families and women preppers that have made themselves prepared are going to be the new mayor, are going to be the new sheriff, because the other fall to the wayside. And since you're not in a position to even feed yourself, you're going to have to wave power to these people. So it's funny how in these times that could happen, that preppers are preparing for, the very people that you ridicule, the very people that you make fun of, are going to be community leaders. and are going to be pillars of society and are going to help your entire community through, because they're going to show you how to filter water. They're going to show you how to grow food. They're going to show you how, well, we got to survive till help comes. And in being a 1 point some trillion dollars in a government deficit a year and 14 trillion total, the government may be too broke to send any. They ain't got no gas money to send nobody down there. So keep ridiculing the preppers, and maybe the preppers will remember you when it comes time to hand out the latrine digging duties, to hand out the community sanitation pamphlets and demonstrations, which I'm sure you know nothing about because you've been hand-fed your whole life. But that's going to come back as sanitation. That's going to come back. It's going to be every single person's responsibility. So, ridicule if you want, but think about it. If you're not a prepper, then you're not going to be in on the new community government structure. You're not going to be in on the informed where our community and families should go. You need to be knowledgeable so you know if your mayor's telling you the right thing or not, and if he's steering you the wrong way for winter or not. Stay prepared, America. Get prepared. Freedom is not free. And you have to be alive to be free. And that doesn't mean free lunch. It means freedom. The right to stockpile and survive. Be a prepper.